Hi, it's Sean here from Lawn Right. So here we are at this particular property, and in this video we're going to be scarifying the lawn, reseeding the lawn and applying a compost dressing on top. So let me show you the lawn in question. Now this particular lawn is in shade most of winter. We have the high fencing around the edges and we've got the tree in the middle. Each of these poses their own problems. We've got a bare spot there from when they first walk into the lawn, and it's very bare along this edge here, which is where the base of the wall is, and the soil wasn't really prepared very well. And again, down this edge here it is also quite bare, and we've noticed some of the mossy areas have been pulled out. Now some of this is what I was just on my hands and knees with earlier, just taking a look, but again it slopes to the bottom left hand corner there, so all the water's going down there, and it's in the shade, and there were a lot of leaves down this edge here, so all of these are stopping the light. And as you know, grass needs sunlight, but it also needs air and nutrients. So if it gets too much of any one of those, it causes an imbalance. So, first thing I'm doing, trimming around the edge. We want the grass to be cut nice and short and nice and neat. And the reason for that is because the customer will not be mowing their grass for at least 4 weeks following this little renovation. So they don't want to be going on the lawn too much, just for the bit of watering. So we basically take it down really short. And the grass was actually quite long. We actually emptied the grass box a few times. So I always start off around the edges. Now these are the worst parts of this particular garden. And when you've got an edge that's scarified, it gives you that place where you can turn the machine around to come back. Now there's a couple of little manhole covers we've got to be careful about. Now I'm going in a up and down direction, so it's a double scarify. Now if there's a lot that comes off, I tend to clear it off and then go over the second time. Here I'm going around the edge with the hand scarifying rake. This is from Wolf Garten. We have a video on all of the tools that I use, and there's also a free PDF download you can get. So I've gone around the edge there where the machine can't get, just to provide a good key for any seeds. Now I like to blow it all in towards the middle and away from the edges. You can rake if you want, but I like to blow because it blows every single piece of rubbish out. So you are left with literally just bare soil. So we get everything in and then we'll rake it into piles. Ready for clearing up. Now while this was filming, I've got a bit of a bad back, so I was struggling to bend down as much as I could, although in the end it was just easier to bend down than trying to use a leaf grabbers, but I did try. So, half a dozen bags or so. Now we'll go over with the mower, just to clear up and suck up as much debris as possible. For me, I always want a nice clean bed for the seeds. Now this doesn't really do too much damage to any soil if there's grass there, but if you've got bare soil it can flatten down the grooves that you've made. So you just got to be a bit careful. Now you may have just caught me then putting some fertiliser on, just a very quick dusting of fertiliser. Now we have this top drop spreader, and I am literally just putting seed on the lawn at this stage. So up and down, across, and going around the edges by hand, making sure there's a good coverage. This is a shaded variety, You just need to look out for packs of seed that says shaded variety. I am not tied to any one brand, so I just go with whatever we can get at the time. So we're using the Landzie spreader here to put the top dressing on, the compost. This particular compost is called Field Number 4, and it's from a company called Field Compost. It is fantastic stuff. It's so fine, but because it's so fine, it's a bit too fine for this particular top dresser. So we're ending up putting too much on. So you can see me using the lawn leveling loop there just to try and drag a bit around. At this point, I've just nipped back home to get some more top dressing. You watch what happens now. Look, 2 birds. Within a minute or 2 of me going, the birds are on enjoying the grass seeds, but I'll be back any moment now. In real time, I would say it's about 10 minutes. I live just round the corner from this guy. But they've gone, so we need to get them seeds covered. So the customer had quite a lot of top dressing on, which is not a problem. It will do the lawn the world of good, and it will help to protect the seeds. So that's what we've done. I think we ended up putting about 13 bags on. If I was using normal multi-purpose compost, I would have only used 5 bags at the most. But it is what it is. I had ordered 2 pallets, 100 bags of top dressing compost, and they all came. I have another compost spreader which would have worked fine with this, but I would struggle to get it into this garden because of the size, the access down the side. So that is on. Then we use the lute, and now we're using the roller to press everything in. So it is squeezing the compost down, which is squeezing the seeds into the soil. That is key for good germination. You don't have to use a roller, you can use your feet. And I just went round the edges there where the roller can't get with my foot, just firming it all in, so I know everything here is pressed in. Now we did notice the birds had been pecking at the lawn initially, so we've just put some turf solve on here on the suspicion of possible grub activity in the lawn. Now we're putting my emerald green on, and everything just needs to be watered in now. Customer, seeing this done for the first time, was quite shocked at how it looks compared to what it looked like just an hour or so ago. But I assured him within a few weeks it's going to look absolutely beautiful. So there you go, guys. That is how we do it. Just a nice, simple, little easy renovation for a few hours work. If you've got any questions, please leave them below. As always, thanks for watching. Here's some more videos you'll find interesting. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. See you on the next one.